And there he is, Lance Palmer, as Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, and Kenny Florian sit beside the PFL Smart Cage. The party is motivated, and you see the playoff scenario. He needs a finish before the end of round number 2 if he wants a spot at featherweight.
That's a tough spot, a tough guy to get a finish against, but if there's anybody can do this, it's Lance Palmer. This guy's as mentally tough and as diligent an athlete as I've been around in my entire career.
And how about that man, Movlid Khaybulaev? They call him the Killer, and where he comes from, you don't get a nickname like the Killer unless you are an absolute savage. His main training partner as of late, someone you may have heard of, Kenny Florian, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
That's right. It's his training partner, his mentor, and of course, with the passing of Khabib's father, you know, he's going to be fighting with that much more pride, with that much more energy. That was a big loss for him and their team, and he is as motivated as ever. And what a spot he's in here against the two-time PFL champ, Lance Palmer.
With that, we'll take a look at our tail of the tape presented by the Marine Corps. Lance Palmer, 4 years the senior of the Dagestani, who is 2 inches taller, has a 1-inch reach advantage in the arms. Lance Palmer, longer in the legs. Probably something he's not been able to say that many times in his life.
That is probably true.
We send it to Lillian Garcia.
Here in the PFL, every fight counts. And this fight is in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler. Standing at 5'6", he officially weighs in at 145 1/2 pounds. In 18 professional bouts, he has an undefeated record of 16 wins, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, with 8 victories by way of stoppage, including the fastest stoppage in PFL history. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, here is Movlid the Killer Khaybulaev. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is also a wrestler. Standing at 5'6", he officially weighs in at 146 pounds. In 26 professional bouts, this veteran has a record of 22 wins and 4 losses, with 9 victories by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Columbus, Ohio, here is your 2-time PFL Featherweight World Champion, Lance the Party Palmer. Your referee in charge, Gasper Oliver.
Lance Palmer in the green trunks, Movlid Khaybulaev in the black and gray. USA versus Russia in a matchup between 2 highly skilled, very talented, and very accomplished featherweights. Palmer is a 2-time PFL champion in the southpaw stance. Wheel kick attempt there to open things from Movlid Khaybulaev. Palmer's able to step away. You know, Randy, these were the top 2 featherweights in 2019 heading into the playoffs, but obviously Movlid ended up having to exit because of an injury situation. We thought we might get this matchup in a championship, and instead we get it as a regular season featherweight finale.
Unbelievable. Amazing.
So far, it looks like Movlid really trying to keep Lance on the outside, perhaps trying to keep him from clinching with him, but definitely showing his speed advantage as well, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not sure Lance Palmer knows a wheel kick.
Yeah.
You know, not that that's important, but there's Lance. He stuck that one right in my mouth, didn't he?
Goes with the low kick on Movlid's lead calf there. Open stance and a push kick from Khaybulaev.
Caitlin, there it is. That was it.
Nice low kick there from Lance, compromises the balance and stance of Movlid Khaybulaev. We've seen it so many times from Lance, you know, a tactical, strategic approach, and he needs a finish before the end of the second round, so you wonder how much he's able to really lean on that style.
Yeah, you have to balance that out, right? You can't be reckless. I felt Khaybulaev was a little reckless there at the beginning, and he didn't even need the points. But at the same time, Lance can't be reckless and put himself in danger, but he's still got to score points before the end of the second round.
Khaybulaev went for the first takedown attempt of the fight so far. Lance able to thwart that takedown attempt.
Double jab. Go! Go! Two body. Do it! Do it!
Oh! Nice counter shot by Lance.
Drops Khaybulaev to his butt momentarily, bounces right back up, and now they're wrestling here against the cage. Right hands to the midsection from Palmer. Movlid with a right hand on the exit.
Looked like Khaybulaev charged in, he got a little off balance, and Lance shoved him over.
Right hand from Movlid.
Double up. Send the double right now.
Lead hook attempt there from Movlid Khaybulaev. He's able to counterpunch with another right hand as Lance tried to step in. Big hook from Movlid. This time Lance comes forward.
They're kind of mimicking each other's techniques, blitzing back and forth.
Definitely tit for tat, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yep. Good job, Lance. Good job. Keep it up. Here we go. Last minute. Time to start scoring now.
Lance doing a much better job than he did in the Bubba Jenkins fight. Instead of moving straight back, he's moving laterally, avoiding the pressure from the Dagestani.
Help him out there.
Action in the center of the smart cage here. Switch kick attempt there from Movlid. Moves back as Palmer moves forward.
All right, time to win this round, baby. Time to win it.
Another lead hook from Movlid Khaybulaev the third time, and now Lance comes back.
You can see Lance is very conscious of not letting
Send it right now. 10 seconds left.
his opponent lead the dance, or at least if he does get a shot landed on him, he returns with one or two.
Round one comes to a close. A tactical, strategic test between these two featherweights.
Here's Khaybulaev with that blitz, and it looked like he may have stepped on that lead leg of Palmer. And there's that beautiful left hook from Khaybulaev.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Palmer in the southpaw stance in the green trunks, Movlid Khaybulaev in the black and gray. Lance Palmer has one more round. He's got to finish before 4:59 here at round number 2 to make the playoffs. He started his PFL career 10-0 in the first couple of seasons. Champion both times, couple of belts, couple of $1 million checks, and now Movlid Khaybulaev is trying to kick those dreams out from under him. And it's Khaybulaev with the takedown on the former Ohio State All-American.
For Khaybulaev to step over and trap those legs just like he's done, Nurmagomedov style.
Get your knee through. There you go. Now thread it through. Elevate, elevate,
Beautiful
elevate.
takedown set up by some strikes upstairs, allowing level change, and here he is on the back against Palmer, a similar position that Bubba Jenkins had him in.
On the fence. Scrape his elbow
Nice
on the
knee
fence.
up the middle as Lance tried to stand too. Movlid Khaybulaev, all the tools necessary in this sport of mixed martial arts.
Knee slide through. Knee slide. Knee slide. Keep coming. Good elbow. Good elbow. Good elbow. Keep sliding. Knee slide to get your back flat.
Khaybulaev doing a good job of controlling the position and staying active with short punches and knees.
Gosh, we've seen this exact wrestling style so many times on the world stage.
Get on that form, Lance. Get on that form.
Palmer's corner called for him. The knee slide, that down knee forward to get his hips forward. Good back pressure into Khaybulaev.
Great
Khaybulaev not having it.
Yeah, great mat return there by Khaybulaev, keeping the pressure on him.
Knee slide, knee slide.
Knee slide, Granby, all of it coming from the corner of Lance Palmer. I feel like I'm at Wrestling Nationals.
Feel those hands,
Come.
yo, bad boy. Nice.
Switch.
Beautiful, keep working.
Wrap the belly, left hand is starting, high speed out. Hit him with the knuckles there.
Yo, keep working.
Other hand.
Up and up.
Lance doing a good job of building his base up. Almost had it with that overhook, but Khaybulaev just too quick and not a whole lot of time here, guys. He's got to get it done in this round, or he needs a finish here.
Yeah, there you go.
Now grind his elbow on the fence. Grab his elbow on the fence. We'll let go of the lock. Cheeseburger his elbow. Cheeseburger his elbow.
Try to continue.
Halfway through round number 2, Lance Palmer has just under half a round to get a finish. He's going to have to turn the tides here to make that happen.
Turn the belly up and lift the side. You got a cheeseburger there to get his hands out locked.
Heavy pressure from Movlid.
Try to feel that grip and rotate it.
And there's a reason why in jiu-jitsu or wrestling, you want to be able to get to the back of your opponent. There's just not a whole lot you could do control-wise. The force is behind you, your limbs are in front, and Khaybulaev just continuing with this pressure.
Good. Turn on that thing.
Lance is going to dig his elbow inside, try and get inside that grip, and be able to turn in Khaybulaev's lock to face him, get his hips under him. Khaybulaev doing a great job of keeping that forward pressure, not allowing Lance to get his hips out and put any pressure on Khaybulaev's arms.
Palmer's going to try and Kimura grip here to see if he can reverse fortunes. Movlid counters, regrips.
There you go. Turn it towards it. Get your thumb inside. There you go.
And Palmer finally able to spin out with just over a minute remaining here in round number 2.
Yeah, and it was the threat of that overhand. Great overhand left there by Palmer.
Double jab cross.
Corner calling for a double jab cross. Palmer's got to step on the gas pedal here. He's got 57 seconds.
And I tell you what,
misses.
That stunned him, Sean. That overhand left definitely stunned him. Go, he got him with another one.
On your right angle. One hook point. You got 45. That's aggressive there, Lance. Walk him down. Yes.
A third big left hand attempted there from Lance Palmer. Sharp kick from Movlid Khaybulaev onto the lead leg.
Four straight.
Now a right hand.
Slide to your right and go that left. Frankie here, Frankie. Yes, good job. Way to go.
Off balance action there from Movlid as Lance tries to blitz in. Time running out for the party.
10 seconds. Good
striking
Another left hand.
10 seconds.
Movlid tries the wheel kick. Just glances off the guard. 3, 2, 1. And with that, the reality is Lance Palmer will not make the season 3 playoffs after back-to-back seasons as a $1 million champion. Wow. Still a round to go. Can Lance Palmer pull out a victory here to prove a point?
Come on.
Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian outside the smart cage, inside featherweight action. The final bout of the PFL Featherweight regular season. Lance Palmer in the green and Movlid Khaybulaev in the black and gray. Lance Palmer's season is now He's been relegated to the role of spoiler. He can't make the playoffs, but if he beats Movlid here in the 3rd round, he will push Movlid out of the playoffs and give that spot to Shimon Moraes.
Now go to the bench. Go to the bench.
Leaping punch there from Movlid.
Get him to the bench. Get him to the bench. Hold the distance. Yes.
That overhand left is just missing its mark for Lance Palmer after landing late in the 2nd round.
Yeah, and as far as the striking game goes, it really has been the left hand of Palmer versus the left hook of Movlid.
Cross hook. Time to go. Time to go. Cross hook. Go. Take that front leg. Cross hook. Yep. Yes.
Good motion here from Movlid, who appears to be a little more conservative in round 3. Oh, and almost to counter my point, an exchange from both men.
What's the distance? 1, 3, 2. Yes.
Left hand snuck through there from Movlid as Lance tried to enter.
Stay there, baby.
And Lance just has to be careful to not get too upright when he's entering to strike.
Cross hook. Post high crotch there. Post high crotch up and down.
Take a look at the ghost cam, getting the chain links out of your way. Watch you look through the fence. An exchange of kicks. Movlid ducking in and then throwing a right hand over his shoulder.
Yes.
Oh! And another combination. Lance ducked in hard on his own left. Partially absorbed 3 coming back.
Cut him off, lads. Cut him off. Now let loose. Go. 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 Keep him there. Don't let him back.
I'm surprised that Lance hasn't looked for more offensive takedowns here against Khaybulaev.
Yeah, I think that could win him the round if he can get Khaybulaev down and smother him, keep him down, hold him down.
Yep.
Just like Khaybulaev did to him in the 2nd round.
Another check hook there from Movlid. He's had some success with that thing. Body kick from Lance Palmer.
Believe in your shot, baby. Believe in that shot. 1-3 double. 1-3 double. Go. 1-3 double. Send it. Send it. 1-3 head to the outside. Double. Cross hook. Cross hook to the double. Locked up there. Yes. Now follow up with the right hook, please. Again. Same combo right now.
Take a look at our Cronus fight tracker, following the movements of Movlid Khaybulaev, taking the center of the cage, testing a high kick. Lance comes back. Movlid tries to initiate another grappling exchange, shrugged off by Lance Palmer, the 3-time All-American.
Skip into that front push kick. Skip into that front push kick. Show the back one, give him the front. Yes. More. Keep doing it.
There certainly doesn't seem to be any conditioning issues with Khaybulaev after having a staph infection in that leg.
Time to get yours back. Go get
A lot of times being septic like that and that IV antibiotics, they can really zap your conditioning, but I see no flaw there with him. He looks like he's in great shape.
Touch his boy. Touch his boy. Let's go.
Inside of 1 minute remaining here in round number 3, the final
1 minute.
featherweight fight of our PFL regular season playoffs and a championship here in the PFL format. Right hand just misses for Movlid Khaybulaev.
Yes. Cross and cross. Cross and cross.
Lance tries a wheel kick.
There it is. There's your shot.
I think he's just trying to make a liar out of me.
Yeah, it was more of a spinning back kick.
Good left hand.
Nice left hand.
A 1-2 for Palmer. Can he pull it out? Late, he lands another one. Flying knee and a hook from Movlid stuns Palmer temporarily. Action picking up here at the final 10 seconds.
Big overhead. Big overhead.
And as the clock expires, so does the season for Lance Palmer. Movlid, depending on how the judges saw it, looks like he secured himself a playoff spot, barring any big surprises. Cageonomics stats bundle shows Movlid Khaybulaev with the advantage in every category, 4 takedowns as well.
There's a nice jumping left hook. Khaybulaev tried this technique a bunch of times in this fight. There's in on the double, trapping those legs. Here from the back, picks up Lance, puts him back down, secures a hook. There's a combination. Lance jumps in for his own and he eats a couple on the way out. Attempted flying knee and he follows it with that left hook right on the chin.
PFL's exclusive fighter performance rating is sponsored by Rich Energy. All 3 rounds, according to the FPR algorithm, in favor of the Dagestani Movlid Khaybulaev. Let's check out the Verdict Global Scorecard. With Verdict, you, the fans, get to be the judge. Here's how the fans scored the fight. An even round number 1, and a slight edge in rounds 2 and 3 to Movlid Khaybulaev for a 29-28 score, according to the fans. FPR says Movlid, the fans agreed. Randy and Kenny concur as well. For the official decision, we go to Lillian Garcia.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, earning 3 points and clinching a spot in the 2021 PFL playoffs, Movlid Khaybulaev!
Movlid Khaybulaev secures his spot in the playoffs as expected with a decision victory over Lance Palmer.